Hello, darling. Did you know that whatever you believe today about yourself or about the world is just what you've been taught? Most of your beliefs aren't even yours. You picked them up from your parents or society. Did you ever hear the saying, like father, like son, or like mother, like daughter? These mental attitudes are passed to you. And now it's your time to decide if you agree with your beliefs or if you want to change them. If you don't want to change any of your beliefs, then I can be your prophet. Nothing in your life will change. Change in your life can only occur if you change your state of mind. So if you are ready to change your beliefs and your state of mind, you're at the right place. Before we start, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel and never miss the content that can help you transform your life. Imagine if we had been nurtured with the profound knowledge of how to harness the power of our minds. Consider the possibilities of understanding self-esteem, self-worth, and cultivating loving relationships. Envision a world where we were equipped with the tools to be exceptional parents and savvy financial managers. How extraordinary it would be to see an entire generation embodying these truths. As you reflect upon your own childhood, it's likely that you weren't privy to such teachings. But fear not, for it is never too late to embark on this enlightening journey. In this very moment, the present, we can embrace these transformative ideas. I wholeheartedly believe that life's essence is simplicity itself. What we project outward into the universe, we inevitably receive in return. Our beliefs about ourselves serve as the architects of our reality. It is our thoughts that give life to our experiences. In our grand existence, our thoughts are but threads, weaving together to form our unique experiences. Just as in the natural world, there exists a universal energy, an intricate web of the subconscious mind. It is this energy, both within and around us, that transmutes our thoughts into tangible experiences. We must acknowledge our own role in shaping our lives. Every thought we conjure and every word we utter molds our destiny. Picture it as if the universal intelligence, the boundless energy of the cosmos, is a benevolent listener, eagerly responding to our thoughts and beliefs without judgment or criticism. It values us precisely as we value ourselves. What we choose to believe becomes our undeniable truth. Consider our early years. From those closest to us, the adults who guided our childhood, we gleaned insights about ourselves and the nature of existence. As we matured, we instinctively recreated the emotional landscapes of our youth. This is not a matter of right or wrong, good or bad. It simply reflects the beliefs we hold dear. Inevitably, we tend to treat ourselves as our parents treated us. Listen closely, and you can almost hear their words echoing in our self-talk. We also replicate the patterns of their relationships in our own lives. How often have you observed your personal connections mirroring the dynamics of your parents' relationships with your boss, lover, or spouse? Blame is not the path we should tread, for our parents were themselves shaped by their own experiences. We are, in essence, the products of those who raised us. They could only impart what they themselves understood. If anger was prevalent in your upbringing, it's probable that you've carried that emotion forward. If fear colored your early days, you may view the world through a fearful lens. In my belief, we choose our parents before we incarnate into this realm. We select the specific circumstances, colors, and countries that will serve as the ideal backdrop for our soul's journey. It's akin to entering a classroom, ready to learn the unique lessons and patterns we've come to confront. Our point of power forever resides in the present moment. The tapestry of our future is woven by the threads of our current thoughts and actions. We possess the knowledge that no person, place, or thing can exert dominion over us. Every situation and circumstance in our lives takes form through the intricate dance of our thoughts and emotions. Alas, all too often, we relinquish this mighty power by ascribing blame to others when our desires remain unfulfilled. Have you encountered this pattern in your own life? We all hold beliefs about ourselves, shaping the reality we experience. Which of these two beliefs resonates with you? Do you harbor the notion that the world is conspiring against you? Or do you hold the unwavering belief that kindness and assistance surround you always? Your chosen belief, dear soul, is the sculptor of your life's circumstances. Imagine embracing the conviction that everyone is inherently helpful. By doing so, you shall witness a world where benevolence unfolds wherever you tread. Is it not a more felicitous way to perceive the world around us? Our existence is fraught with a multitude of misguided notions and rigid regulations about how life should unfurl. Regrettably, we remain powerless to alter the past. It is but a chapter of our history, a tale told. Everything that has shaped your journey thus far, every twist and turn, has sprung from the seeds of your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, whether yesterday, last week, last month, or decades ago. Always remember, the point of power lies right here, right now, in the present moment. In this instant, you can embark upon the path to freedom. We are the masters of our thoughts, although it may seem otherwise. It strikes me that nearly every soul on this planet, myself included and countless others I have had the privilege of guiding, grapples with varying degrees of self-loathing and guilt. The more these shadows haunt our hearts, the dimmer our lives seem to shine. It often boils down to one resounding belief: I am not enough. Sometimes we compound it with, I do not do enough, and I do not deserve. Should this belief find a cozy home in our subconscious, nestled deep within the gut, it becomes a formidable barrier to crafting a life that thrives in all facets. Whatever the circumstances, we are but wrestling with our thoughts. I, for one, refrain from surrendering power to external forces. To me, financial hardship is an outer manifestation of inner discord, a resonance of those inner thought patterns. Patterns of resentment, criticism, fear, and guilt, when nurtured over time, breed more chaos in our lives than any other catalyst. Even on the physical plane, resentment festering over time can devour the body like a relentless cancer. Chronic criticism can etch itself into our bodies, revealing its presence in conditions like arthritis. Fear, that relentless specter, can contribute to ailments ranging from premature baldness to ailing feet. Guilt, in its ceaseless quest for penance, for self-imposed suffering, births pain in myriad forms. But let us not despair, for love, joy, and forgiveness are the balm to heal these wounds. They emanate from the heart pulsating with love, while the blood coursing through our veins carries joy to every nook and cranny of our being. The heart, when robust in its expression of love and joy, becomes a fountain of well-being, nurturing each cell and organ. When the heart loses its way in the labyrinth of love and joy, forgiveness stands as the key to unlock its dormant potential. A vast majority of our troubles stem from our inclination to blame others, from our reluctance to claim responsibility for ourselves. If it is true that we are the architects of our destinies, that we bear the weight of responsibility for every facet of our lives, then the blame dissipates. There is no scapegoat, no one to accuse, not even ourselves. Every external experience serves as a mirror, reflecting the intricate patterns of our inner thoughts. It might be an uncharted perspective for some, for many prefer to cast themselves as the villains, finding solace in laying blame on external factors, the economy, spouses, bosses, or the lack of financial means. All those external experiences are but reflections of the thoughts and beliefs that reside within us. Allow me to elucidate this with an example. If you find yourself frequently subjected to criticism and you repeatedly declare, "Everyone's always criticizing me," it's imperative to grasp that this pattern of criticism stems from a belief buried deep within your psyche. You may not even be consciously aware of it, but somewhere within you lies the conviction that you deserve such criticism. As a result of this belief and the corresponding pattern it engenders, you magnetize individuals into your life who are predisposed to critique you. Remarkably, you might even draw out critical tendencies in those who, under different circumstances, wouldn't exhibit such behavior. Another facet of this dynamic is that if people consistently criticize you, it's plausible that you too harbor an inner critic. Remember, what we radiate into the universe rebounds to us. The criticism you direct toward others, or perhaps even toward yourself, mirrors itself in the people around you. When confronted with challenges, one of the initial steps is to willingly acknowledge the need for change within our consciousness. Say it to yourself, let it resonate. I am willing to change the pattern in my consciousness that is creating this condition. This simple declaration sets in motion a transformation. The universal power, the energy of the cosmos, the law of the mind, our subconscious mind, these all respond unwaveringly to every thought and utterance. With the slightest shift in our consciousness, the alchemy of transformation commences. Patterns. We all possess them, patterns instilled in us during the formative years, from the tender ages of 3 to 5. These scripts, our beliefs about life, have etched themselves into our subconscious. However, we retain the capacity to revise our perspectives on the past and these life scripts. We are not bound by their tyranny. It's unwise to punish ourselves incessantly in the present due to past hurts. Suffering once is a part of life's tapestry, but to perpetually torment ourselves over it is a somber and unfulfilling choice. Resentment particularly merits our attention, for it has the potential to sow seeds of future tribulations. Timely dissolution of resentment is preferable to waiting until it threatens us with the surgeon's scalpel. Remember, we possess the power of choice. To be a helpless victim, surrendering to despair and believing all is futile, or to take charge of our destiny. If we choose the former, the universe conspires to validate that belief, and our trajectory takes a downward spiral. Can you fathom the magnitude of our influence? Our thoughts are architects shaping our experiences. Should I elect to believe that I am unlovable, I shall journey through life with a pervasive sense of solitude, continually proving my conviction. Yet if I choose to alter this belief, to embrace the idea that love perpetually envelops me, my life will reflect this newfound reality. My life, in essence, becomes a mirror of my innermost experiences. Therefore, it behooves us to release the shackles of past pain, to relinquish the burdens we carry, and to be willing to extend forgiveness. A Course in Miracles asserts that all ailments spring from unforgiveness, a refusal to let go. When illness manifests, it is often an invitation to examine whom we need to forgive. Forgiveness does not imply condoning reprehensible actions. It signifies releasing our attachment to them, liberating both ourselves and the other party. We must empathize with the understanding that those who wronged us were also in pain, acting from their limited knowledge and awareness at the time. In my journey of enlightenment, I've distilled my teachings into a singular truth: love. I impart the importance of self-love, self-approval, and self-acceptance in the here and now. These are the keys to fostering positive transformations. Remember this mantra: no self-criticism. To bring about change externally, we must commence the transformation within, or at least harbor the willingness to do so. We need not possess a complete blueprint for the process. A willingness to start the journey suffices. There's a part of you that's poised for profound transformation, and that's precisely why you've invited me into your life through this tape and the ideas I'm sharing. You possess a remarkable opportunity to revisit and reevaluate this tape repeatedly, each time unearthing a fresh insight. With every iteration, you'll delve deeper into your inner world. Contrary to past beliefs, you'll discover breathtaking treasures within. Initially, our task is to unearth the underlying issue. I understand you might perceive the problem as being tied to your body weight, an illness, financial turmoil, loneliness, a troubled relationship, job dissatisfaction, or perhaps a desire for a radical life shift, or even a combination of these. However, I implore you to recognize that these are but external manifestations of an internal thought pattern. Let us not dwell solely on the external effects. Addressing them without altering the underlying beliefs merely leads to a cycle of perpetual frustration. The inner belief, the one that whispers you don't deserve, continues to hold sway. It's a call to venture inward and confront this belief. Here's a simple yet powerful exercise for you. Take pen and paper or your trusty notebook. At the top of the page, write "I should," and then complete that sentence in at least 6 or 7 distinct ways. Pause here and do this exercise before proceeding. Now that you have your list, I'd like you to read each "should" on your list aloud and ask yourself, why? Why should you do each of these things? Take your time and look within to discover the answers. If you have a partner or friend with whom you can engage in this exercise, it can be even more enlightening. When you've completed this exploration and recorded your answers, return to me and we'll delve deeper. Let's address the term "should." It carries a weight of judgment and self-critique. Whenever we employ the word "should," we essentially declare something as wrong, whether it's our actions, our present state, or our potential future choices. I challenge you to jettison this word from your vocabulary entirely. Replace it with the word "could." You see, "could" offers us choice, a subtle yet profound shift in perspective. Of course, there may be actions that serve us better, but even in those instances, we must remember that we still possess the power of choice. By choosing not to do something, we do not brand ourselves as wrong. Life is an intricate dance of choices, and it's crucial that we navigate it with awareness. Now, I encourage you to revisit your "could" list, one item at a time. For each entry, say aloud, "If I really wanted to, I could," and then ponder why you haven't or didn't. This exercise is not designed to assign blame. Rather, it invites you to explore your genuine feelings about these coulds. Please take a moment, begin with this reflective journey. Pause the tape if necessary and return when you're ready to continue. Now, share with me. What revelations have emerged? Many of us adhere to stringent shoulds, imposing rigid rules upon our lives. Yet, upon close examination, we often find ourselves angry ourselves for years because we haven't pursued something we never truly desired or that was never authentically aligned with our being. This exercise can reveal the hidden resentment that festers when we force ourselves to adhere to someone else's shoulds. Most importantly, It encourages you to question your own motivations, unveiling your authentic desires versus those that stem from fear or societal pressures. It is entirely possible that you've abstained from pursuing a could due to fear. I want to leave you with the profound understanding that the power to transform your life lies within you. You hold the key to unlock a future brimming with love, abundance, and fulfillment. I invite you to embrace the wonderful adventure of self-discovery, to cherish the beautiful treasures that reside within your heart, and to let go of the heavy burdens of shoulds and self-judgment. By replacing should with could, you open the door to a world of choices and possibilities. If you found value in the insights shared in this video, if you felt a spark of hope or a glimmer of self-acceptance, I encourage you to subscribe to our channel. By becoming part of our community, you'll gain access to a wealth of wisdom and inspiration to fuel your journey of personal growth. And remember, sharing is caring. If you believe this message can brighten someone else's life, please share this video with your friends and loved ones. Together, we can create a ripple effect of positivity and transformation that touches countless lives. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening path of self-discovery. With love, light, and infinite possibilities, I look forward to our continued journey together. Subscribe, share, and let's illuminate the world with positivity and empowerment.